got a permit to do this?
Well, one thing they do a dirt bag is to fill
You got permission to do that? Look at this stuff coming out clean. We still got silt coming out here. I'm calling this into DEP right now. You guys are already in enough trouble. You're doing this bullshit.
We're pumping the water out of the basin. So
you should be pumping it into a tank, not pumping it into the Stevens Preserve. You see this stuff's coming out dirty.
It's not coming out dirty. You see it coming out.
Look at this silt. That's not coming out dirty. You got stuff coming out all the way back down to the same area you just got screwed on. And you're doing the same thing again.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we'll see.
Right.
We'll see when the township comes out here and the DEP comes out here again. Because you guys want a lawsuit, huh?
Listen, I'm not trying to make an argument with you. We were approved to use the dirt bag, pump the water out of the basin. So
you're approved to do this. You're approved to do this. Get this on film. Get that on film. You're approved to do that, huh? Okay, we'll see about that. And you got that stuff going out over there, too. Take a look at this. That's what's coming out of there. They got coming out going through this dirt bag. Yeah, turn it off. Tell it to the DEP. All right, we're at the Stevens Preserve. It's July 24th. It's around, I guess around 11:15, right around now. And we had a heavy rain last night. And you can see the water just blew right past what they did as a sedimentation control, blew out the silt screening, and it's coming out here, the silt intact, all the way down and right into the Stevens Preserve. All right. Now, if we want to show you what it looks like from this pipe, and you can see that this stuff is just not contained and running right off of this development project. They had a pump going a few minutes ago. They were pumping around the back to try to get rid of it, pumping it at another part of the Stevens Preserve. They've turned that pump off after we caught them. But they still got this discharge, and this stuff's going pretty much unabated into the Stevens Preserve. And this whole area now is silted back over. Obviously you could see all the silt that's out here. We measured some of it. You know, we had about 3 inches of silt in one area. You know, this is a little bit less, but this area is about 3.5 inches of silt. And this whole area now, including the wetlands, which we're going to go out to next, is completely silted over. Behind the Fenix property in the Stevens Preserve, we just showed you the area where the water was coming off the drainage that's just completely unsecured. We're standing in silty water. You can see this silt. You can see the suspended silt. It's all around us, and it's look at it. Look how far it's come out into the preserve. How far it's come out into the wetlands. You can see. Look at the water. You can see how cloudy this water is from that runoff. You know, this whole area now is completely silted over. If we walk all the way down there, you can see that area is silted over. All the way down, you hear a lone bullfrog in the back that's probably struggling because he's covered with silt. And again, they did nothing. They're trying to pump it out from another angle, but we called the DEP already. You can see the guys up there trying to figure out what they're going to do because they got caught. All right, let's go back. We got to get the boys out here, fix this situation. The contractors were trying to pump, they just set up a pump when we got here. They were pumping the water off to the side of the Stevens Preserve so it wouldn't come gushing out, but they silted over another whole portion. The whole area now is under a giant thing of silt because they were trying to pump the water out into the Stevens Preserve in another area to keep people from finding out. Yeah, we got it all on video. They just turned the pump off and they broke it down. Yeah, the pump. They had a pump going. They were pumping it to another part of the preserve so that nobody would see it. Yeah. So now the whole area. Yeah, the whole Stevens Preserve area now is way bigger. It's like 2 or 3 times what it was. The whole area is now covered in a big thick layer of silt. and the whole thing is collapsed. They got like nothing. All the stuff that they had put up to make it look good, all just collapsed. And now there's like silt everywhere. You can see the water rushing down from the Fenix development, rushing out of that pipe. And we got guys pumping the water. Not sure where they're pumping it. They were pumping it on the other side of the Stevens Preserve, but I'm not quite sure where they're pumping it now. But you can see this completely collapsed their system over here, and you can see the silt and the contaminated water running completely unabated from the Fenix development and into the Stevens Preserve, the area where they've already been cited for illegally filling the wetlands in the past with this. Now you can see all the silt that's built up on this area that tore this apart, that made this collapse. This is going to happen every single time it rains. And unless they redesign this system so that they make a pond instead of just a little bit of area holding water, you're never going to be able to contain this silt. And this area now is 2 or 3 times bigger than it was because of what they did here, because they failed to take action.